To the story now. Redouble efforts and strengthen advocacy in fighting the killer tuberculosis disease. This is the view of activists, survivors and government officials at the World TB Day commemoration that happened in Rustenburg in the northwest. Deputy President Paul Mashatile says South Africa can eradicate TB by 2030. He delivered the keynote address at the national event, which was briefly disrupted by unhappy TB and HIV activists. eNCA's senior reporter Siphamandla Goge tells us.
The battle to end TB as a public health threat by 2030 is far from over, and there are many miles to go. These TB survivors calling for radical interventions to end the curable but killer disease.
I survived TB 3 times in my lifetime. I was hospitalized for a period of 9 months. On the 7th month, it was then I was diagnosed with TB meningitis. It was difficult because I was isolated. And such isolation brought a lot of pressure in me.
Both labor and business are advocating for more multi-sectorial efforts to end TB.
Implement the National Health Insurance, the NHI, so that when we go for any medical, that we are treated equal, not some on a medical aid and some must go public. So at the public, you don't get the proper service. Improve the health systems and infrastructure.
The United Nations representative to South Africa is also calling for redoubled efforts to fight the epidemic.
We lost 56,000 lives to TB in 2021. That is one person every 10 minutes. Colleagues, it is not just a number. The number 56,000 or any other numbers of individualized loss are indeed individuals and people with families.
The program was briefly disrupted by TB and HIV activists unhappy with Northwest Premier Bushi Mahape. They accuse him of snapping their event and demanded an apology. But the Premier says he was attending another event in the provincial capital, Mafikeng, and apologized to the activists, promising to meet with them urgently. Deputy President Paul Mashatile says it's unacceptable that the country is still ravaged by TB in this day and age.
It is concerning that the last South African TB prevalence survey positioned our country as one of the 30 high TB burden countries, accounting for 87% of the burden. It is one of the 10 countries with a triple burden of TB, HIV, and MDR TB. We shall accelerate interventions to eliminate TB by fast-tracking the implementation of the TB recovery plan that was launched in 2022.
This year's event served as the launchpad for the country's 5th National Strategic Plan for HIV, TB and STIs. Siphamandla Goge, Rustenburg in the northwest.